So we understand why images matter. Paintings, sketches, photographs. We really appreciate kind of 3D-like images and videos, but we haven't really begun to think about 3D spaces and also just 3D assets and what 3D assets can do for us in virtual spaces. Let's think fast on this. Let's try and use like an easy example. All right. Let's say I go into Gravity Sketch or Tilt Brush, both VR programs to make art, and I drop a mountain. Right. Pretty thing. Spend some time on it, make it fast. Either way, I can display this in a hologram, in real life, in physical space. That way, which is coming sooner than you think, it's also already here. I can put that into a 3D program and make a cinematic view or pan of it. I can put it into a 2D image that way. These are all great ways that a 3D file can be used. But what happens when we scale it outward into a 3D environment, a virtual environment? Suddenly, my little mountain can be in a tiny little frame, or I can scale it, and it becomes quite literally a mountain in our virtual space. It can fit right here in the hallway, or it can be over the horizon.
Wait, the rest of this is fucking. What the hell? I can go down there?
Yeah, man.
Oh shit.
All from one sketch. All from something that really, if I wanted to, I could make in a space this big. Spend a second. And what's more interesting about this is if I took this 3D file the same way we did with our textures and our 2D images before, our sketches and things, I can put it in a space and I can adjust it and manipulate it. I can actually change the textures of my 3D file. So now if I wanted to, I could even wrap my 2D images and sketches around my 3D assets, or my simple black asset that's a tag and graffiti style thing can become metallic or gold or something like that. My mountain can actually have grass and moss and the like, whatever. I can add to these things. And this is where we go into a little bit of a rabbit hole, right? Because we think about hip-hop and sampling and the like. You can take a bunch of different small pieces from a million different tracks and then make something entirely new of your own. And there's a whole conversation and topic around that, right? Now, when we apply that to what's happening here in 3D space, in digital space, and we think about 3D assets, man, we're gonna have some discussions. Because if I wanted to, you can take a million different little pieces to build an entirely new space. So if I have a collection of thousands of pieces, or even hundreds of pieces, I can fill my space, or my collection can quite literally become a space if I scale it the same way we did the little mountain. So when we start thinking about 3D files, we start thinking about the metaverse, digital assets, why these matter. We'll have our nice clothes and our fashion and the like, but we'll also have images. We'll have furniture, things like that. And maybe it doesn't cost money. Maybe you can make it yourself. Maybe you can build a whole collection of things that other people use to build their own. Oh wait, that's already happening. Now when we apply that to crypto art and the metaverse and the way that we can now start putting these pieces into these spaces. And again, don't tell me it's far away, because here we are. Shit's gonna get crazy. So let's wrap it up again real fast and brief, right? Music, 2D images, sketches, all of these things can be put into a digital environment, a digital space. Digital assets can be scaled to become their own digital space or be used to fill a digital space. A collection can become a virtual environment on its own. So 3D assets become the little Legos and building blocks that people use, oh my gosh, and a dead battery, to create entirely new spaces for us all to enjoy. So once again, the way that we perceive and we experience and view art is never going to be the same. I mean, it's always going to be the same, and we always have the old ways, right? But the possibilities now are very different. For example, here's a weird sentence, right? We'll talk about it Monday, 11/22. We are standing in the virtual exhibit of my virtual reality photographs, recording in virtual reality to speak to you in physical space. I don't fucking know what that even means. I don't even fucking know what that means. I don't know. But we're gonna come back. Good morning, friends. I hope this gave you some ideas. And if you have any questions, ask me. If you want to get into these spaces, please reach out. If you don't know what to do, let's get you guys in to check this shit out, because art has a very, very, very interesting new home.